Hey there, how's it going? Today I'm here to show you a dynamic warm-up. Anytime you're about to move your body, you want to give it some time to loosen and get ready for that movement. What we were kind of taught in school was like to do long, slow hold stretches before we exercise, and that's not what we want. You can save that for after the exercise if you'd like. What we want to do is get your muscles warm, get your joints warm, get your body warm, a little sweaty. So I have 3 different segments here. I have a standing warm-up, a band warm-up for your upper body, and a floor warm-up. So you can incorporate certain parts of this, all of it if you'd like. I will put a link for the band that I use in the description box below, and as well I will also map out all of these moves so that you can screenshot them and take them with you to the gym if you would like. If you dig this, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and share with anyone you think might also dig it. Subscribe so that you never miss hanging out with me here on my YouTube channel. Let's get warm. In the standing section here, make sure your knees are nice and soft as we move through the moves. You're going to cross your arms, swinging them with one arm in front and then the other, switching as you swing. Then we'll do some big shoulder rolls, just creating the biggest circle you can with your shoulders. Don't forget to flip and go the other way. You can do these moves for set time or set number of reps, or just go till it feels good. We're going to do a little washing machine here. Again, soft knees. My knees and hips are pretty anchored. All of the rotation here is through the core and through the upper body. We'll transition into some knee hugs. You can hug the knee at the top, or if that's a little much, you can just march it out. Again, 30 seconds is a good time frame for this move. To get the back of the legs warm, we're going to do some booty kickers. Just lift that heel towards the high knee, shifting back and forth. If you'd like, you can give a little squeeze at the top. We're going to add some squats, always a good warm-up move. And if you need some help on how to do a squat properly or how to modify it, I have a video here on my YouTube channel that I will link in the description box below. I like to swing my arms to get my back involved here, getting it warm. Next, we're going to warm up your balance muscles and your hamstring. These are called bird feeders. You're going to stand on one leg, reaching out towards the bench and using your hands to balance you as you actively use that standing leg hamstring. Balance is just like anything else. If you don't continue to challenge it, it doesn't stay strong. You can do these for reps or for time, but check out the description box below where I will give you a recommendation for what to do in each move. Next, we're going to open up the hip flexor that stays closed while we sit all day long. So take a big old step back and make sure you're up on your back toe. If you need to hang on to something to balance yourself, you absolutely may. If you want to add on, bring your hands to your low back and lift your chest up and away. If you have the range of motion, you can grab your wrists and open up the chest even more. Feel free to grab a towel to do that as well. You want to keep that front knee over the ankle. Don't let it lunge forward over the toes. Take some big breaths as you stretch here. This is a second variation of the reverse lunge, so you're going to twist into that front leg. If you want a little more, you'll drop the back arm and reach the front arm up, and you'll get that whole side body a nice stretch. If reaching up does not feel healthy, take it back and do what feels good and loving in the moment. Using a handled TheraBand to warm up the shoulders, the upper back, and posture muscles, you're going to grab on with your thumbs up and pull the band nice and wide. I'm puffing my chest out here because I'm squeezing my shoulder blades behind me. Little bend in the elbows and hands a little lower than the shoulders. Next, we'll do a Gator Chomp variation. One hand high, one hand low. And they meet back in the middle, knuckles touching each other. Squeeze and open that chest. Next, you're going to row those hands in, 90-degree bend in the elbows. And keeping the elbows close to the body, again, pull the hands wide away. Puff in the chest so you're squeezing those muscles right between the shoulder blades. We're going to do a straight arm row here, palms down, puff in the chest, and keeping the core tight. I'm also going to put a link for an attachment that you can use in your doorway for these TheraBands. Next, go ahead and come to your hands and knees, tabletop position. Drop your belly with a big inhale, look up, and then exhale, round it out. So you're going to go back and forth, just flowing from one edge to the next with big breaths. When you're ready, you can sway your hips side to side and move your spine laterally. You can look over your shoulder for a little extra stretch if you'd like. Let's strengthen some core muscles here. Bird dogs, opposite arm, opposite leg are going to extend behind you. And for a little extra, you'll add a crunch underneath, or you can just drop the hand and knee back to the earth for a little more stability. Bird dogs are such a great way to strengthen the entire core, the hips, the posture muscles, and of course the abs. So rep them out, make it burn a little bit, and then we will move on to a nice stretch in a downward facing dog. Walk your hands out a little bit, tuck your toes, lift your tailbone really high, and then let your head just hang down nice and loosey-goosey. You can add some movement by shaking the head or pedaling the feet. I like to bend both knees and really lift my tailbone. Sometimes wagging that tail a little bit feels nice. Big breaths, and when you're ready, you can return back to the tabletop and then make your way to your back. Another staple move in all of my warm-ups are bridges. You're going to ground through the feet, pressing through the heels, squeezing those tush muscles as you lift your booty up off the mat, squeezing at the top. And again, repping until it's burning. When you're done, give one knee a big hug up into your chest. If you'd like, you can take the leg to the sky, roll the ankle around. You only have to warm up those muscle groups you're going to use, and of course your ankles are part of your workout, so make sure they get a little love before you get cracking. One more bit of core here. Hug both knees up. You're going to press your low back into the ground really hard, and then extend one leg and hug the other knee up and in. Float them back and forth, really pressing the core down and in. You want that low back to stay engaged, so if stretching the legs straight out is a little much, you can kick your feet a little higher so you can keep that core engaged, saving the back. And if you'd like, you can also just hold a nice crunch here. Again, you want it to burn. When you're done, release your head down to the earth, hug both knees in, maybe rock side to side. And then we'll create a nice supine twist, just dropping your knees to the side, arms out like a T. And just taking some big breaths here. It's in these few moments that I like to kind of set an intention for my movement I'm about to partake in, and just seeing what it is I'd like to invite into my life through my workout. Now you are ready to rock and roll. You can do a little victory dance for warming up nice. That's apparently what I'm doing here. Let me know if you need anything. I love you, and I will see you soon.